Very quick video with a warning and a recommendation. Now, whilst this video is not my typical sort of how to avoid a scam type video, it is a video of how to avoid something not turning up, or at least an empty box turning up, which you've paid for some expensive stuff, which then doesn't turn up, and what do you do about it? So I've ordered something online, which was fairly expensive, which was to be delivered by UPS. Now, I'm not sure whose fault it is, so I'm not blaming UPS either, but one way or another, somewhere along the line, I received this message into the tracking system. Now, this says all merchandise is missing and the empty carton was discarded. UPS will notify the sender. And then it says UPS will notify the shipper about the damage. And all it says is that the label's been created, it's on the way, it was supposed to be estimated for delivery today, and yet damage is reported, and obviously it's not going to be delivered. Now, whilst this tracking information doesn't explicitly say that they're not going to deliver anything, my strong assumption is that they're not going to deliver anything, because it says that the merchandise is missing and so the empty box has been binned. So obviously I'm expecting nothing to be delivered today, and instead they're going to go back to the retailer to say that this is what's happened, and presumably they're going to have some kind of argument about it as to who's responsible. Hopefully, if it is UPS's fault, they will just accept responsibility for it and tell the retailer that they will activate their insurance and pay for the value of the goods inside. But there is a possibility that the empty carton came from the sender in the first place, in which case there's going to be some bit of a dispute between UPS and the original trader as to whether they received an empty box to deliver to me, because obviously I don't want an empty box. I had enough of those when I ordered my Rodecaster last time from Amazon, and I had to send that back because I got a bunch of empty boxes instead. So what do we do in this situation? Well, the first thing is I bought this online. So I have 14 days within which to cancel this contract for no reason whatsoever, and I haven't received anything at all. So it's not as though they can keep my money and I can go to them if I chose to say, well, forget it, give me my money back. Actually, I do want the thing, so I'm going to say just, I've already done it. I've emailed a screenshot of this to the retailer to say, here's a screenshot of the tracking. Can you please tell me what you're going to do? Because I'd like to know. The important bit is not just because I want to receive the thing, but I've got on record now that this is what the tracking information says, and I've put it in writing, I've sent it to the trader, so if there is any fallout and argument later, because some of these end up in arguments between, well, it's not our fault, it's the courier's fault, and whoever, and so you might end up weeks down the line while they're trying to argue it. We've had this before, and ultimately one of them has to take responsibility. Now, whilst I really don't think this will be a problem either with UPS, because they're normally good, to be fair, and normally the retailer's fairly good as well, so I don't really expect a problem with either of them. However, all I have at the moment is that UPS have informed me that there is a empty carton, they've binned the box. So I don't know whose fault it is, so this is not blaming UPS or the retailer, but somewhere along the line that's happened. Now, whilst I don't expect a problem, what I would recommend you do is take screenshots and be on guard to save the information. This is why I developed the app Proofify, which will allow you to store any evidence required. So straight away, I pop open Proofify and I take this screenshot, I put it in, it will date and timestamp it, and this is my evidence, which has now been updated on the system, by the way, because Proofify now has a case management system. So not only will it store proof and evidence of everything that you need to prove, but you can assign them to a case in case you need to go to court with it. So one case will house a number of different proofs, and that will allow you to bring them all together. And eventually, if you do end up in court, we're going to move it across through Proofify to our Barrister Direct portal, which is now under construction. So I will leave a mailing list in the description below for you to join up to receive updates on Barrister Direct, because Barrister Direct will cut up to about 30% of your legal bills if ever you need to go to court, because you can come to a barrister directly who is trained for public access cases like me, and some of us are trained for litigation, so we can file the claim for you like me, and so we can essentially be a one-stop shop for all of the legal services you require, providing the case is suitable and so on. So sign up in the description below for Proofify to store your proof, and for the mailing list for Barrister Direct, where we can update you as to the development of this portal, which is going to slash your legal costs and streamline everything. So Proofify and Barrister Direct are going to work in tandem with each other. They're going to work seamlessly to bring all of your evidence together. And if you ever need to go to court, you can get straight through to a barrister and they will have a pre-packed evidence pile bundle from Proofify. So that's what I'm going to do, because this thing was fairly expensive, and I'm going to put it all into Proofify to ensure that I've got everything stored and saved. And if I do eventually have to claim, I don't think I will, but if eventually I have to claim, I can go straight through Proofify and it's all there. So check those out in the description below. As I said, this is a short video because I aim to update you on real things, real life. This is me, this is my situation. It's probably a minor thing, but with respect, a lot of people won't know how to deal with it. So this is how you deal with it. These are the solutions that I provide you. So this is real life. This is how you deal with it. So please make sure you like this video and subscribe, because I'm just about to hit 300,000 subscribers and I'm going to have some kind of celebration style something coinciding with the coronation. And so please do subscribe. And in the meantime, thank you for watching.